Olivia and you're watching my channel Liv's Crafts. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these stacked Hakuna Matata bracelets, and if you don't know me, then you don't know that one of my favorite sayings in the whole wide world is Hakuna Matata, and I don't know why, but it just, I don't know, sticks to me, and it's been something that I've been following for quite a while, and I have like 1,000 Hakuna Matata shirts. Like, I'm not even kidding. I do. I have a problem, but it's okay. So yeah, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these bracelets. Keep in mind, you can use whatever color beads, whatever beads that you have. If you have other beads, then you can use those as well. If you don't have the smaller beads, you can use bigger beads, but all the like the amount of beads and stuff that I'm using may be different than yours. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's get into it. So these are the basic materials that you really only need for these bracelets. I'm just using alphabet beads, which I got from Walmart, which if you didn't know, I put a mini haul video out there, so you can go check that out if you want to know where a lot of this is from. But these are from Walmart as well. And the stretch cord is also from Walmart. Of course, you can use any stretch cord, any beads that you have, any alphabet beads that you already have. You don't have to go out and buy the same ones as I do. It's just that these are the ones that I had available to me at the time. So I'm starting off with my stretch cord, and I am wrapping it around my wrist to see kind of the length that I need for a bracelet for my wrist, because I have very small wrists. So I'm kind of just wrapping it around my wrist and leaving about 1 inch on each side, so about an extra 2 inches, so that when we use the crimp tool and stuff later on, that I have some extra room with the cord. So I'm cutting that off, and then I am kind of just starting by taking out all of the letter beads that I need to spell Hakuna Matata, and this took a while because I could not find as many A's as I thought I could find. But yeah, so I'm taking all the beads out that I need. So then once I had all of the beads that I needed together, I'm also using one of the little heart beads that came with the alphabet beads. But I'm taking the beads that I'm going to be using and I'm putting them on the lid of the container of the beads that I had. And then I wanted to show you guys this because it's like a fun little hack that if you have a lot of beads poured out, and if you just have them poured out on a piece of paper, you can fold that paper in half and then literally pour the beads back into their container or bag, and it's just so easy, and it's honestly, it's way easier to pick up than having to go and pick up the beads one by one. So now that I have my pre-measured stretch cord, I am going to be taking that and I'm using that to create 2 more bracelet length cords. So altogether you should have 3 for 3 bracelets, and I don't know why I didn't do this like before, but anyway, so I'm doing that and I'm cutting those. And then once you have that done, you're basically going to start beading your bracelets, and I'm doing the Hakuna bracelet first, and basically I'm putting the letter beads on there first. And beading kind of takes a little bit of time, so if you have like, I don't know, I just found that it takes a little bit of time. So if you have all of your beads already out and like kind of pre-organized, it works out so that you have less time searching for all the beads that you need. So then after I finished the Hakuna bracelet, I beaded the heart for the second bracelet, and then I am beading the MATATA bracelet after that. And again, like I said, beading takes a little bit of time. This one I'm doing backwards so that you can kind of see more of what I'm doing. So I'm just starting with the last letter and then working to the first letter. And yeah, so after all of these are beaded, I am taking the little beads that were in the other container and I am picking out the colors that I want. So the first bracelet I wanted to be that lighter pink bead. So again, I'm putting them in the top of the container because they kept going everywhere. So I'm doing this, I'm sorting the beads out again, and then I am beading my bracelet. My bracelet took about, I believe it was like 11 beads on each side after the word beads were on there. So that makes 22 beads in total around my entire wrist. Again, depending on the size of your beads or what kind of beads you're using, if your beads are bigger and the size of your wrist, you know, it really depends. This is why you have to measure for your wrist. This is why I can't give you like definite measurements because everybody's wrists are different, the sizes of the beads are different, so all of that kind of reflects onto your bracelet. So yeah, I'm just beading away. So then after I finished with the beads and the beading process, I'm taking one end of my stretch cord and I am taping it down to that paper so that I can work with one side of the stretch cord without having like any problems. So for this part, I'm using a crimp tool and some crimp beads, and I am also using a small sized jump ring. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting the crimp bead on the stretch cord first, like a normal bead, and then I am putting the jump ring on the cord, which is you have to make sure that the jump ring doesn't go over the crimp bead so that it looks like I put the jump ring on first and then the crimp bead on second. So you can kind of watch closely what I'm doing here. I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can, but I'm taking the leftover stretch cord and I am kind of wrapping it around that jump ring, and I am putting it back through the crimp bead so that it kind of looks like I'm creating a clasp of some sort at the back of the bracelet, which is kind of what I'm doing. So I'm doing this and you'll see how I'm doing it. Yeah, so there you go. I think I explained it pretty good, but I'm doing that, and then on the other side it's a little bit different. So also, when you put the crimp bead on, don't put it that close to the jump ring because it does need a little bit of extra room, so make sure to leave it back a little bit from the jump ring. But anyway, so on the other side, I am just putting on a crimp bead, and they're tiny beads, you guys, so be really careful that you don't lose them. But I'm putting just a crimp bead on, and then I am putting it through the jump ring that I connected to the other side, and I'm doing the same process like I did on the other side, and I'm just folding that cord back over and I'm putting it back into that crimp bead. And then after that, I'm kind of pulling the cord so that it's, you know, like the bracelet doesn't have extra cord that we like don't want to see. Again, if you can, make sure that the beads are a little bit off the jump ring. It just makes for a better looking bracelet. And then I'm using my crimp tool to crush the crimp beads and to hold the strings in place. And then I am cutting the extra string with my scissors, and then bracelet number 1 is complete. So here's another crimp angle, but I'm doing that for all 3 bracelets. I'm beading them the exact same way and I'm crimping them the exact same way. And once you have all 3 of your bracelets completed, then you have completed your bangle bracelet set.
I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to leave me a comment down below what other kinds of videos you would like to see next. And I know that not everybody has like a crimp tool or anything, so if you just, knot your stretchy cord like really securely, I'm sure it'll do the trick. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, make sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure to comment down below what videos you would like to see next. If you're new to my channel and if you're liking what you see, then make sure to hit that red subscribe button down below. I like to post crafty videos as often as I can, along with a vlog or some sort of sit down video. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!